faster? An Ikram or my Samson?
You seem more settled.
Making the best of things. I want to help. Somehow. Mercer and Harding need to pay for what they've done.
With the resistance on our side, we have a real chance.
And can make up for the past. How has it been almost 16 years? The humans like to say, better late than never. But it's still too late for Ahari. I didn't stand up to them then.
No one expected you to. We were just children.
That didn't stop your sister. She was braver. The resistance is the way to honor that.
Even if it means working with the humans here.
Maybe not all humans are the same. Maybe the Aranahe will come here now, to meet us. They won't like all this metal. What will the Aranahe think of us? We are so different from them.
Must be cool, flying on an Ikram. Hey buddy, you doing okay? Ruffling feathers? Making waves?
I don't think so.
I meant, never mind. I'm just talking. Stream of consciousness, right? Sometimes I just start talking and I keep going until someone shuts me up. Must be weird for you here. Out of that school place. Tap.
What did Alma tell you?
Not much, to be honest. And I've been here since the RDA's first go of it. Met Alma at Hell's Gate.
So she didn't tell anyone about us?
I mean, she didn't say much about what she'd been doing before the rebellion. I can see why. She was like, hey, want to save this world? Hell yeah. There was no changing the RDA from the inside. It's rotten to the core. Well, you know that. Then Jake Sully said we could stay here. If we helped.
And you started a new life.
It's been rough, no lie. There were more of us. Pandora's harsh. Unforgiving. Gorgeous, though. A real Medusa. We all have things to be ashamed of. To answer for. Penance, my dad would say. Good to see you.
I hope the Sarentu stick around.
Welcome back. I see you're settling in.
Come to gear up? Needs... Remember,
I heard the
point
Aranahe
away
really
from
hate
the...
humans.
Is that... You still have Mercer's walkie-talkie?
It doesn't work anymore. I just like having it, okay? Don't make a big deal out of it.
I'm not. I'm surprised. That's all.
I know things are different now. And I have to be tough. It's just... It's how I used to... We don't have to get rid of everything they gave us. Mercer wanted Navi and humans to work together. Cooperation is what makes for successful ventures. Only together will we build a better Pandora. You remember?
Mercer doesn't care about Pandora. Or us.
Well, we're working with the humans here anyway. Still cooperating for Pandora. I think the people here like us.
Wish Dad could see me now. He'd still hate it.
Think what we could do with one of them 3D printers.
I mean, I'm not saying no to having some.
I have
but
so many
how
human
exactly do you
friends now.
steal a whole printing bay?
Yeah, that's the hard part, ain't it?
Alma? We never saw you like this.
I don't leave the link bed much these days. Oh, I've grown so used to being one of you.
You look different. But the same.
Well, I'm the same. But you are changing. growing. Every time we meet, you look more Nafi. We heard from the Aranahe. I never thought they would change their minds. And now, we are stronger than we ever were. That came from outside.
Could use some of Hajir's Zakru wool.
I thought that was a goner.
Welcome back.
You really got
What if
Kanat
they
to join.
decide to-
What are their not be like? Are they chill? Or more, Sotlek style?
I thought you liked Sotle.
I do, totally. He's great. Kinda aloof though, right? I mean, you and the other Sarentu are cool, but you were raised by humans, so it's not the same.
No, it really isn't.
I didn't mean to imply, oh, that was offensive, wasn't it? Sorry. God, I should really just shut up. Quiet observation, Priya.
I know you didn't come to Pandora for quiet observation.
Well, no. I wanted to see alien life up close. I mean, I'd only seen Natvi in pictures. Not like you're some kind of specimen. When I joined the RDA, I thought I was signing up for adventure, you know? When I saw what they were really doing here, I was straight out the door. I just want to make a difference. And make friends. Not be friends. I feel a bit useless here sometimes, out of place. I don't really know how to talk to people. I get too excited or too quiet, you know?
I know how it feels to be out of place.
Right. Of course you do. Same boat. We'll find our way together.
People waste so much.
I mean, it's just so cool to set back their plans.
I would love a walk through the forest.
These Navi, the Zeswa. Ever met one?
Saw one of their hunting parties once during transport, back at Sekar.
Your bow. I have to ask, what kind of wood is that? Is it Delta?
I'm not sure.
It must be. Very pliable, you know, but strong. Really an excellent wood to work with. I'm gonna use some for the outdoor space. Make it a little more Na'vi-friendly.
I think Nora would appreciate that.
Priya mentioned most of your people refuse to use metal. I agree, honestly. Why use cold, clinical steel when the warmth and life of wood is available?
Cold and clinical sounds more like the RDA style.
Huh, right? Let me tell you, building for them was no fun at all. But construction's my game. I actually had no idea what was going on out here till Danny told me. She was sick with it. And it's hard to get a reaction out of Danny, so I know it must have been bad.
So you left the RDA because of her?
Well, of course. She's my wife. We met on mission training, actually. Got married right before we left Earth. It's weird. It was only a few months ago, but with the trip, we've been married for years. People think she's cold, but that's crap. You just have to get to know her.
Engine's gonna fall out of this thing.
With the Aranahe on our side, we have a fighting chance. Those Ikran are ferocious.
It's like a miracle like clean.
Hajir, how are you feeling?
Oh, good. Better. Embarrassed. Alma says I was on Ikran. Me, on Ikran, flying with a Na'vi. And I missed it. The whole thing.
Well, that was hardly your fault.
I'll never get a chance like that again in my entire life. And I was unconscious. Not to sound ungrateful, I always wanted to see an Ikran up close. It's why I joined the RDA. Wildlife research. so-called research.
I'm not sure I want to know.
Of course. Close to home, actual home, I understand. Suffice to say, I did what I could for those poor research animals. In the end.
Good to see you.
Faster. An Ikra or my Samson?
So this Ardmore. Serious business, huh?
Best believe. They don't make someone a 4-star general for their table manners. Be glad we only got Harding.
There's nothing only about that woman.
I heard the Aranahe really hate humans, but probably not all of them.
Nice firepower. Hear it get you that?
Now listen, I've been thinking about this. You know what I could do without?
It's the giant insects, right? You're starting on those again?
Bingo.
Oh, you're here. Excellent. I need your help with something. Gosh, the whole... You've already seen all the pollution RDA is causing. How it affects the flora?
I have. That's just... sickening.
Indeed. And it's not just ill plants. Animals can't feed and live in polluted areas. Na'vi lose their foraging and hunting grounds. Everything on Pandora is connected, and damage done to one part affects the whole system. Resistance, too. It's critical we continue to learn which specimens of flora we can process to extract nutrients acceptable for humans.
So you can't study plants that aren't healthy?
Exactly. Right now, I have ongoing research on a plant called flamingo orchid, and I need clean samples of its fruit to keep the data fresh. I have coordinates to where they grow in abundance, but we don't have many hands at the field labs. Would you be so kind? All progress is welcome. Keep up the fight against RDA pollution. Look at the mold on that. Fascinating.
Emily would love it here.
Welcome back.
The RDA's smart. We've got to be smarter.
We are tearing through medical supplies.
The RDA sure has deep pockets.
It feels like we're starting to make a difference here.
filter broke again? Who's in charge here?
Oh, I should hit the hay soon.
Nearly out of Dapafet. Again.
Hey, you're back.
The Aranahe have some big... Did you know the sap in Dapafet can act as an insect repellent? How amazing is that? All this time, I thought it was basically aloe vera.
I learned about Dapafet in school. How it's cooling, soothing. It stores water, too.
It really is a marvel. It's exactly the kind of thing I wish I'd discovered to make a better Earth for Emily, my daughter.
Maybe you still can.
Yeah, maybe. Still, even if I do, there's no way home.
One downside to leaving the RDA.
The only one. But Pandora is my home now. It's strange to think she's all grown up now. I find myself wondering what kind of music she likes, who her friends are. At least staying here, I can remember the little girl I left behind. The Emily I know. Nice gear. Looking good.
We need to be the best of humanity while we're here.
I'm going to write down everything I can about the Aranahe.
Dressed for the job.
I like the modular design, but it is tricky to tinker with.
Maybe a quick snack before I call it a night.
How's it going?
What's faster, an Ikran or my Samson?